Tonight, in less than 6 hours, many clothes and back-to-school supplies will be tax-free until Sunday. It's all part of the state's annual back-to-school sales tax holiday. KLTV7's Michael Richardson has more tonight on how this is good for both you and for business.
Between August 9th and midnight on the 11th, several items will be tax-free. That includes backpacks, shoes, clothing, and school supplies. As long as each item is under $100, it's exempt. President of the Tyler Area Chamber of Commerce, Henry Bell, thinks local businesses will benefit.
You'll have a lot of people coming into town that are technically classified tourists, but they're going to leave their dollars here, and that'll help the sales.
The Texas Comptroller's Office expects Texans to save roughly $140 million from this year's back-to-school sales tax holiday. They say the holiday has saved Texans roughly $1.8 billion over 25 years. Spokesperson Kevin Lyons says the tax-free weekend benefits businesses and customers.
The customers are saving money on the taxes. The retail store that wouldn't normally have that much business on that particular weekend, they're going to see more, bodies coming in the door and buying items that they need. So it's a win-win for both businesses and individual Texans.
Bell echoes a similar sentiment.
It's kind of twofold. I mean, they've got an opportunity to go and make purchases and not pay tax, but they're also, again, they're getting ready for school to start. The fall season to come around, so it kind of creates a atmosphere of people needing to buy for one reason or another.
Michael Richardson, KLTV7 News.
Now, if a business charges you tax for an item that was exempt, save the receipt because you can probably get the money back by filing a complaint with the state comptroller's office.